What's going on, YouTube? Ferocity here. And did you know that Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the 2019 edition, not Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare 2, or Modern Warfare 3, is the highest-selling, best-selling Call of Duty game of all time? Did you know that it also has the highest player counts? It doesn't show those player counts, mind you, nor will it ever. It'll just tell you that the player counts are the highest they've ever seen. All of this comes from a tweet yesterday from Charlie Intel, saying that news, Activision Blizzard generated $956 million from microtransactions in quarter one of 2020. Let me repeat that number. $956 million in quarter one from microtransactions. I paid $90 for this game. There's no way you'll ever generate $956 million off of physical sales of a video game ever. So my question is, why do I even have to pay full price for this game? $956 million seems like quite a large number to not only satisfy your board members, not only satisfy the developers of the game, but also make it so the game can be free so I can spend more money on microtransactions. I'm not saying I want the game for free by any means. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying when I see a number like that, I wonder why I'm even paying for the game in the first place. Because for those that don't understand financials or how quarters work, quarter one is just 3 months. So that was January to the end of March. $956 million, which means extrapolated for an entire year, you're looking $200 million short of $4 billion. That is ridiculous. I guess 3.8 million for our 3.8 billion for anybody keeping track at home. That is insane for microtransactions alone. Now, this isn't just for Call of Duty, mind you. This is for all Activision Blizzard games, so games like Overwatch are mixed in here as well. But I'm just saying, in general, that's a pretty damn good quarter. Now, let's go to the second part of this tweet. Company says Modern Warfare has sold more copies and has more players online than any other Call of Duty game to date. Warzone release accelerated sales of Modern Warfare in March. So, let's take the first part of the tweet, or first part of the second paragraph, and then we'll talk about the last bit of the second paragraph. Company says Modern Warfare has sold more copies and has more players online than any other Call of Duty game to date. Company says, I would love to see the hard numbers on that. I would love to see the physical game copies sold, digital or physical, that Modern Warfare has sold versus what older games, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Call of Duty 4, Black Ops 2, whatever, those games sold, and compare them to Modern Warfare. Will Modern Warfare be higher? Potentially. I'm not saying it won't be, but I would like to see the physical numbers. As far as has more players online, again, I would love to see the numbers on this because they refused to show it in the game. This was something that was in all old Call of Duties and was actually in a lot of old games in general, just showing how many people are online. And they don't do that anymore. They don't show you lobby leaderboards. They don't show you playlist populations. None of that happens anymore, which I still find to be extremely weird. This seems, the way this is worded, company says Modern Warfare has sold more copies, has more players online than any other Call of Duty game to date. This seems like fluffing up numbers to get more investor buy-in in quarter two. Because quarter two is going to be very interesting. And I'm assuming that they're going to lose some share price in quarter two, just because of the way the world's going right now. But this sounds like hey, look how healthy our company is. Look how healthy our prime market is of Call of Duty. Invest in us. Invest in Activision Blizzard. This pleases board members. This just looks like a very well-worded media statement to say, we're stronger than ever right now during such a crazy crisis. And then we'll just tackle the other part of the tweet. Warzone release accelerated sales at NW in March. I'm going to decline that. I'm going to talk about Warzone in a second. There was something else that happened in March. The entire world locked down to a global pandemic, which caused a lot of people to look and say, I could use some video games. That'll pass the time. Hey, I remember Call of Duty. There's a Call of Duty game named Modern Warfare. I wonder if it'll be anything like COD 4 or Modern Warfare 2. So what do? They buy it. I'm not saying that's going to be the sole reason, but the fact that that's not mentioned in this tweet at all Like, this is so much a PR tweet from Activision, like, saying, look at how much money we made in Q1. Look how strong Call of Duty is as a game. We're doing fantastic. Activision Blizzard couldn't be stronger. And instead of saying, hey, because people decided to, become, or had to quarantine, the game sold really well. I don't think Warzone had anything to do with it. I don't want to attack Warzone because I think Warzone's a fantastic game mode. I think they did a great job with it. But to say that that's the reason why more people bought Modern Warfare, I think is false. Because Warzone's a free-to-play game mode. Why would somebody be like, because now I have Warzone, I'm just going to buy Modern Warfare? Probably the two don't coincide, to me at least. Obviously, once again, would love to see the numbers on that. Would love to see Activision's full breakdown. Because I have a tough time believing that it was Warzone that accelerated sales and not a global pandemic. But it's tough to put that in a press release, right? Good timing for Warzone to come out, for sure. Activision Blizzard says Warzone now has over 60 million players. That I can believe. Not only is it a good game mode, not only have people wanted something a little bit better than what you get in Fortnite, but it's way more polished than PUBG is. And I do enjoy Warzone. So because of that, yeah, I can believe that it has 60 million players. Plus it's free. And people like free things right now, and it's working for them. So that part of the tweet I believe the most. But yeah, I'm not trying to trash Call of Duty at all. I'm not trying to say that, like, if you like Modern Warfare, like, oh, you're ruining this franchise. No, it's great that you can find enjoyment in this game. I can't. I have a very tough time having fun in multiplayer. I have to be playing specific maps and be in very certain lobbies. And otherwise, I don't have a lot of fun because of just the way players play, the way the game kind of allows players to play, and the way the map design is, to me, is just flawed. And by putting this kind of stuff out, it's almost rewarding the companies and saying, you did a fantastic job because you generated all this money, and it will never really allow change to become a thing for the Call of Duty community, because these games can be better. We've seen them better. We've seen the multiplayer better. We know it can be better, and it would just be nice for it to actually come to fruition versus us just year after year getting our hopes up just to be let down when the game releases. So if you find enjoyment, that's great. I'm just saying that I'm worried that seeing these types of numbers and these types of statements make me worried that we're down a hill that we'll never come out of or come back up from, because what incentive do they have to make the game better if people are still going to soak their money into it? And that's why I don't buy microtransactions. I pay for the game, don't buy microtransactions, because I don't think the product is worth my money at the end of the day. So I guess that's where I'm coming from. But yeah, I think a lot of it's a load of horse manure. There's no way you can tell me that Modern Warfare is a higher, more played game than Modern Warfare 2 was. I can't wrap my head around that, because it has not consumed the media the way that Modern Warfare 2 was. Like, if Twitch was around back when Modern Warfare 2 was out, I think every Twitch streamer would have been playing that. The same way that every Twitch streamer went to play Minecraft at one point too. Like, it would have been every viewer, every big-time streamer would have been playing it. Sure, is there a lot of players playing Warzone, and does that maybe go into the Call of Duty numbers? Definitely. And maybe that's what they mean. But it's not Modern Warfare that's doing it, it's Warzone. And they've kind of packaged them neatly together, even though they released at different times, to say that, hey, look how good this product of ours is. And it's kind of misleading, and I'm a little disappointed by it, because, yeah, it's not telling the full truth. It's just kind of giving you a half-truth to say, we're doing an okay job. But either way, guys, I would love to know your opinions on this. Let me know in the comment down below. As always, guys, if you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more videos from me, please hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.